Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. So as you guys all know that the rotation for the Love Cup is leaving soon, but before it leaves I want to showcase this team that I used last day, that means yesterday. So this is a team which I ran for actually three sets, three sets, and this team worked out really great for me. So in this video I'll be showcasing this team with a double fighting and a double psychic squad over here, with G.Slowbro in the lead, Medicham in the safe swap, and Scrafty as the closure over here. So this team, apart from double psychic and double fighting, it also acts as an ABB team. Two fairy, because both my backline of Scrafty and Medicham is actually weak to fairy, so that's the risk over here that I am taking with this team. And to cover the fairy over here, I have got Slowbro rather, in the lead with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb and Psychic that can really cover the fairy typings as well. So with this team I went around 4-1 in 2 sets, and 2-3 negative set in the last set over here. So that's the team comp, and that's the team strategy that I'm using over here. And for this team, the ratings on the Pvpoke is quite good, and this team is quite straightforward as well. The rating for it is A for coverage, B for bulk, B for consistency and safety as well, and the threat score on the meta is 600, which is quite good. And but we have to take this risk of using this team, because I have seen many double fairy, or maybe you can say double charmer line in the meta of Love Cup. So that's the risk that I am taking over here. So that's all for this introduction for the video, and without further more delay, let's get into the battles and check out how it performed. So now moving into the first battle against Zigto Alvin 38, I've got a lead of Talonflame over here, which is not a great lead over here in this matchup with G.Slowbro, but I'm quite sure that they will be also outpacing me to the first flame charge. I will be staying in this matchup for a bit more, so I'll be letting the first flame charge go, and then I'll be safe swapping into my Medicham. With my Medicham, I've got a hard counter to it, which is my Wiggly Tough. So since this is going to be a charmer, I presume this is going to be the Talonflame double charm line, so which is really tough to handle. And let's see if I can get to one power up punch. This is going to be the next power up punch, which is not enough. Like, it will be just a bit of chip damage, but now I've got a shield advantage to it. So now I'll be going for the Sludge Bomb, because my G.Slowbro is also quite low, because they can easily charm down from this range. So now they comes back with their own Talonflame once again. So let's see. So this is going to be the flame charge, which I'll let it go, and I'll be coming back with my Scrafty over here. And let's see, I believe there is one more charmer. There is the Sylveon that is coming up, and I just top left the game knowing that I don't have any win condition for this match. So pretty rough start to the set over here, and let's see how it goes. Moving into the next matchup, I've got a lead of Ariados over here, which is also really tough with this team. So how I want to play this match out is letting the first lunge go through, and I'll be going for the psychic of my own. So this guarantees the shield from the Ariados, and let's see what my opponents decides to do over here. So they decide to let it go, which I am happy with, and I'm fine with it as well. So they comes back with their own Electrode, which is kind of a neutral matchup with my G.Slowbro, but I will be catching a discharge onto my Medicham, which is a bulk compared to my G.Slowbro over here. So this is going to be the next discharge, which I believe I'll let it go, or I'll shield this time. I shield up this time, and I'll be going for the power up punches now. So this is going to be the first power up punch, which my opponent will not shield, and it but my opponent has to shield over here, which is quite nice. So now I can go for the next boosted power up punch, which might get the knockout from that range. Yeah, barely enough, but one counter does give me the knockout for the electrode as well. So let's see what they have got into their back. So they have got their own Alumovola over here, which is kind of tough and bulky. Because of that this Pokemon's bulk, it is quite tough for this matchup as well. So now I'll be coming back with my G.Slowbro and going to throw the first sludge bomb over here. So this sludge bomb might get shielded, but they lets it go through, which is fine for me. And so now from this range I can easily go for the poison jab down, which I am happy with, and my opponent just recognizes their fate and top lifts the game. So that's a GG's to my opponent. Great game. Moving into the next match, I have again got a lead of Ariados, and this switches into their own electrode over here. So now with electrode I will be catching the first discharge. I will try to catch the first discharge on my Medicham, but before that I'll be going to throw the first poison jab, to which I do get the first shield from my opponent. So that's the reason I opted for my first shield, and now I'll be going for the poison jab, and I'll try to catch the first next discharge onto my Medicham, which I am able to do so. So Medicham is able to take it comfortably, and now from this range I'll be going for the heart farm. Yeah, so I go for the heart farm with counter, which allows me to get a bit of extra damage and extra energy. And now from this range I'll be going for the psychic, because they came back with their Ariados over here. So Ariados being part poison, they will be getting one shotted with the psychic, and I get the final shield from my opponent, which is really nice. And now this is going to be a lunge, which will not be enough to knock me out from that range, barely enough, and they comes back with their own Alumovola again. So this is kind of a same squad, but the the formation or the turn they came in is different. So now I'll be going to come back with my own Scrafty over here after loading a bit of energy with my G.Slowbro with psychic to have loaded, which will be loaded for the Ariados. Now I'll be coming back with my Scrafty to get my counters boosted with the power up punches. So I believe I'll be shielding up this time, because it was a hydro pump, which will put me in a troubling situation, because it is quite heavy weight and damage, have a damage output. So now I'll be going for the next foul play, because they switch in their own Ariados over here, which is now the triple boosted foul play over here, which does almost 80% of the Ariados health. And now from this range this is going to be a lunge, which I'm happy to take with. Yeah, but they threw the cross poison, which is not the great move. So from this range they will be getting the knockdown with the counters, and now I have got a loaded power up punch, which will be just enough along with the boost to get the knockout for the Alumovola as well, and finally getting the win for the third battle also. So that's a GG's to my opponent. Great game. Moving into the next match, I've got a lead of Clefable over here, which is really nice, and my opponent switches out into their own electrode. So for electrode I do have a great matchup with my Medicham and Scrafty as well, but now this time I'll be coming back with my Scrafty, because Scrafty takes double super active damage from the charms from the Clefable. So that's the reason, since my Scrafty does not have any play against the Clefable, I will be coming back with it the next time. So this is going to be the first discharge, to which I opt to give the first shield to it, because I do want to have correct alignment onto the Clefable as well. So now after loading a bit of extra energy with the counters, I do get the knockout from the electrode, and this is going to be the next boosted power up punch, which will just chip the Clefable a bit. And now I can come back easily with my G.Slowbro, to which they again swaps back into their own Makago, and I do have a hard counter to it as well, which is my Medicham. So I believe this is going to be a overheat or a rock tomb. Yeah, it's a rock tomb, which I can easily survive, and I can again boost up my attack with the power up punches. So let's see what my player decides to do over here. So this is going to be the back-to-back rock tombs, but before that I went for the next power up punch, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Macago also. So now this time I am double boosted over here. I try to reach the psychic, which I am able to do so. So this is going to be the double booster psychic, which will be knocking out the Clefable from that range as well. So that's the reason they opted to shield the first time. So now I will be easily safe swap, like again swapping into my own Galarian Slowbro to get the poison jab damages onto the Clefable, and I will be getting the knockout for the Clefable as well, and in turn getting the win for the fourth battle also. So GG's. Moving into the final battle of the video and the set, I have got a lead of Druddigon over here, which is actually running Bite over here, which is not great for me because I am part psychic and it is just chunking away a bit of health from my Galarian Slowbro as well. So now this time I catch one Night Slash onto my double resisted Scrafty over here, and they hard punish my Scrafty with a Wigglytuff, which is really scary and awful for me. But I go for the power punch, which is neutral this time, and I will be coming back with my Galarian Slowbro to get the Sludge Bomb off, which will be in turn knocking the Wigglytuff out of the sky from that range. So they bite me down over here, to which I have got an answer to it. Now I'll be coming back with my Medicham and easily countered down the Druddigon over here as well. So the final Pokemon is going to be a Macargo, which is really nice because it is also a rock through Macargo, and I have the counters and bullet beg your pardon, the counters and the power up punches loaded onto my Medicham, which will be in turn double super effective because of the partial rock subtyping onto the Macago, and they recognizes their fate and end up surrendering the match as well. So that's a 4-1 set for this video with this team, which is really nice. And as I've already mentioned, this team worked out really great for me, apart from the double charm squad, which I met in the first battle of the set. So it is quite scary because going against a double charm is quite scary with this team, but I'll risk it for the biscuit for the win as well. So that's all for this video, and if you're liking the content, do share, like, subscribe and comment to it, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.